Boom, chickadee chanka. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little preview video, match preview for the Manchester United versus RB Leipzig game tomorrow, taking place at Old Trafford. Come on, United! Let's give it to the Germans out there tomorrow, hopefully anyway. How are we all doing? Who's in here? Let's see who we've got. We've got Hamus Naimi, what's going on, bro? Shazad Ahmed, Vlogs with Mensley, Berberspin9, Jake Harold, hello, bro. He said, is Pig ever early? No, he's not, to be fair. We've always established that. AR Dan, how's it going? Footy Talk, KM, Brandon C, The United Way, how's it going, mate? Francois Koch, Jamie Gretton, Paul Clayton, Tonk Nash, Diogo Sakira, Jonathan Gallagher, Agrippa Chinhara, you legend, how's it going? Great to see you, Agrippa. Man United, and everyone else, Nick Pendragon, Hamus Naimi, thank you so much for stopping by and getting in here for today's video and being the first early birds on the preview video. Do us a favour before we get going, give it a share on social media if you can, and smash that like button, lads and lasses. Smash that like button. Okay then, so Manchester United's Champions League journey continues this season. It's nice to be back in the Champions League. Come on, my son, get in there. And we smashed up PSG last time. Don't forget about that one. Don't forget about us absolutely obliterating the French champions, aka the French Farmer League champions. But either way, we did obliterate them, and it was absolutely fantastic to see. Now, you can doubt Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all you want, but doubting previously has made a fool out of many. So I'm just going to say that right now. Look, RB Leipzig are a very, very good team. Thank you, Man United 001. He says, looking forward to the stream this evening. Get in there, Man United 001. Michael Cornforth, what's going on? Exclusive as well in here. Craig Picknell, Aaron Homer, Jonathan Gallagher. Legends among us. Thank you guys for all stopping by. So let's get into some of the nitty-gritty then. If you look at RB Leipzig's current form in the Bundesliga, well, they're doing pretty well to say the least. I mean, look, they're actually top of the Bundesliga table right now. So FC Bayern Munich are 1 point behind them. Leipzig have played 5 games. They've won 4. They've drawn 1. Bayern have played 5, won 4 and lost 1. So that's why they're a point behind there. Their goal difference is +9. They scored 12 goals. They conceded only 3 in those 5 games within the Bundesliga. So look, is this a good team? Is this a very good team? Yes. Do they have a very good manager? Yes. Nagelsmann is obviously a very good manager. He's very progressive. He's done absolutely brilliantly with RB Leipzig. So this is a tough game. In my opinion, this is a much tougher game than the PSG fixture, because I do think that PSG are somewhat overrated. I know they got to the final of the Champions League last year, but I do think they're just a team of prima donnas. I don't think they have the heart, and I don't think they have the spirit of a team like Manchester United, because we've got this set of players that have bonded together. You know, it's not really a mercenary team, whereas PSG is that, if you ask me. It's a bunch of big personalities thrown together. That's why you have incidences like Cavani and Neymar hating each other yet playing in the same team. And at United, you don't really have that. We've got great harmony, great chemistry, more or less. And I think Solskjaer deserves a lot of credit for that. Not only getting rid of some of the bad influences, but also just his ability to bring the team together. I think there is a spirit and a team unity at United now, which there previously wasn't. So I'm pretty happy with that. But also, RB Leipzig, they do possess that too. They possess that too. Their manager, their style, their team, their players, they possess that too. They're a proper team. So that's the point I'm making. I think this is a tougher game than the PSG fixture in pretty much every single way. Even though they might not have all the marquee names and the big players, you know, they've still got a lot of good players. And they're just a better team, in my opinion. So there you go. That's what I think. And what I'm saying there, I don't mean they're better. They're going to win more stuff than PSG or whatnot. I mean, they have a better spirit about them. They have a better togetherness about them, which is always dangerous, especially in a game like this. So yes, of course, they've got Upamecano at the back. It's going to be interesting to see how we do against him and how he does against us, because this is a player that Manchester United are really interested in. There's talk about us going in for him next summer. There's a release clause, all this business, we know about that. So it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, Solskjaer, when asked upon Deo Upamecano earlier, he was quoted as saying, there's always rumours and speculation about good players for Manchester United, but since he's playing against us, I know he's a very good player, so we can see him close up tomorrow. So there you go. Obviously, Solskjaer letting on to the fact that, yes, we are sort of interested in Deo Upamecano there. We're not going to lie. And it's a little bit of a scouting opportunity for us to see how he does against us. So Solskjaer alluding to it himself. United interested in Upamecano. He's doing excellently over there. He's a big part of their success over there as well, being that rock at the back for them. So yeah, Solskjaer, man. I mean, what an absolute quote that is. Hopefully we do see a bit of movement for him in the future, and as much as I want to see him have a good game against us, let's hope it's not too much of a good game. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Craig Picknell, he says, who do you think will be the midfield three tomorrow? Thank you, Craig Picknell, for getting in here and asking, matey. I'll get onto that very, very shortly in the stream, actually, mate. I'll get that onto that very shortly. I've got a little predicted 11 that I've put up there, which, it's all just predictions at the moment. We'll see. It's my own personal belief. Hey, Ice Queen Gaming, I hope you're doing okay, Ice Queen. Keep your head up, Ice Queen Gaming Dawn. You're an absolute legend. Everybody stick a love heart in the live chat for Dawn Ice Queen Gaming right now, please. Alan T comments, hi, Ping, I hope you're well. And everyone in the sty. Best fan channel, mate. Always put a smile on my face, thank you. Alan T, get in there, my son. I love to hear stuff like that. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that one a bunch. Ellie, how are you doing? Great to see you as well. Jonathan Gallagher, the mods in the house. Jim Joe Bobley, Tonk Nash, John O'Denton, Michael Cornforth, get in there. Right, okay. So let's get back onto the preview. Sorry, guys. So yes, interesting to see Deo Upamecano against us. Julian Nagelsmann, of course, RB Leipzig manager, was quoted as saying before the game as well. He says, we know that their Manchester United start was not that good, but at the end, it is one of the biggest clubs in the world, a big name in European football and the Champions League. So he's given Manchester United all the respect that we do deserve. And he's actually a manager that is sort of being talked about as a potential replacement should Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually fail as Manchester United manager. That is actually something that is being talked about. Now, whether there's any basis to that, I don't really think that that's the case, but he is doing a good job over at RB Leipzig there. It would be a completely different change of pace for Manchester United to go with something like that, but all the more reason why I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go out there and smash up this fool tomorrow. Come on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, do the bits out there, son. Let's smash up RB Leipzig and make a statement here. Last week, don't get me wrong, that was a statement against PSG. But smashing up RB Leipzig and this new manager, Nagelsmann, who is a good manager, to be fair, he is doing a good manager, but doing a good job at Leipzig. But at the same time, I would just love Solskjaer to best him right now at this moment in time. Makes a statement, doesn't it? So come on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Also, Nagelsmann been saying that 10 years ago when he's still player or was just a fan of Manchester United, basically not a fan, but used to watch Manchester United a lot. He said he used to watch every single game for about 10 years or something like that. So Nagelsmann, he's trying to line himself up for this United job, isn't he? Should Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fail anyway. A couple of statistics to get into, lads and lasses, quickly before we get onto the team news, injury news, team selection, prediction, all that stuff. Manchester United are undefeated in their last 10 home games against German teams in European competition. So that's pretty cool. The last defeat dates back to April 2001 against Bayern Munich. I know we've not been that great at home recently. I mean, Crystal Palace came to our gaff on this first day of the season and smashed us up. So Bayern Munich, that is going to be a very tough, that's the last team that beat us in 2001. So it's going to be a tough record for RB Leipzig to break because think about it. We're undefeated in our last 10 home games against German teams in European competition. So we'll see. What I would say is, if anybody's got the opportunity to do it right, it would probably be RB Leipzig right now because they are a good team and they're top of the Bundes. They're in great form. But come on. I mean, that fills me with hope that United are going to smack them to pieces up there tomorrow night. But like I say, their form, if you actually look at the teams they've played as well, their form, they started the league over in Germany with a draw against Bayern Leverkusen away. They also beat Schalke 4-0 next game. Then they beat Augsburg away 2-0. And then they played Istanbul Basaksehir in the Champions League, another team that we've got to play soon. And they smashed them up 2-0. So, in terms of the Champions League, that's the only game we've got to go on, obviously, this season, same as the PSG game for us. And they smashed up Istanbul Basaksehir 2-0, no messing around, clean sheet at home there. And then they beat Hertha Berlin as well in the previous game, 2-1 on the 24th of October a few days ago. So look, they're in a good run of form. So are United, though, apart from that Chelsea debacle, obviously, which wasn't really, okay, that was a little bit down to us, but their keeper did have a good game, and Lamps just had them so negatively set up. It was like resting in treacle, my friend. So screw that game, write that one off. But generally in the form run of things, United are in a good bit of form as well with that PSG game, with that Newcastle game. So this has got all the makings of a great Champions League night. That's what I think. Okay then, let's get into the score predictions then, everyone. Let's go with that. Let's go with the score predictions. I'm going to say that it's going to be a really tough game, but I think we are going to make a bit of a statement. Get your score predictions in the live chat, everybody. I'm going to say I think the Manchester United are going to beat RB Leipzig, and I think we're going to beat them reasonably convincingly as well. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to be an easy game. I think it will be tight, but I think come the end of the scoreline, I think it's going to be 2-0 to Manchester United. That's what I'm going for. 2-0 to Manchester United. Dominant display. I'm looking for Bruno Fernandes to get on the score sheet, and I'm thinking that Tony Martial is going to get himself on the score sheet. Should he play, which he probably will. Let's see. So here we go, everyone's getting their score predictions in. Thank you guys for stopping in here and getting involved with this preview. Tonk Nash says 2-1 to United. Yes, Tonk Nash, that could definitely happen, couldn't it? That could definitely happen. Any sort of win would be positive. Our backline is a bit ropey. I am a bit concerned about conceding goals. So let's see. It also depends what backline is actually selected out there. So then, Gideon Agge says, Piggy, PPP, what's going on? Piss poor planning, piss poor performance. Is that what you mean? Yeah, well, look, we need a bit better planning, don't we, at United? Hopefully, if you look at our form, we started to get a little bit better. How's it going then, everyone? We've got nearly 100 people watching this video right now. Please do us a massive favour and smash that thumbs up button on the live stream if you have not done so already. That will give us a boost and help this channel out. Raja Ibrahim bin Raja, he comments United 3-1. Get in there, I'll take that all day. DJ United thinks it's going to be 1-0 to United. Bruno to score. Get in there, DJ United. Shazad Ahmed 2-1. Brandon C says, I'd say 2-1, sir. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Vincent Bullock with the 4-0 battering prediction. Come on, Vincent Bullock, lad. That is the predictions we like to see. Francois Cox says 2-0. Michael Cornford 2-1. Sergio Rojas 3-0. I'm loving the positivity in here, everybody. Shizam Kashap says 4-1. Alan T says 3-0 United. Slabhead to score a brace. Can you just imagine? You want to put a bet on that, mate. Imagine the odds you'd get for United to win 3-0 and Slabhead to score a brace. Charlotte Sim says 8-0 to United. Go on, Charlotte. That's what we like to hear. But it would be nice. Everyone's feeling pretty positive going into this game. It's nice to see that. Kayam says 1-1. Killing the vibe. Kayam, the realist. No, fair play to you, though. But look, it's nice that we're all feeling positive going into this game of football for a change, because a few weeks ago, we were all feeling pretty negative and dire about the prospects of coming up against even gash teams. So at least now we're coming up against a good team. Same with that Chelsea game. Before that game against Chelsea, I felt like we were really going to beat them. And previously, when you look at how we played at the start of the season, I couldn't really go into any game thinking that, because you didn't know what United was going to turn up. But it does seem like we found our feet a little bit. It does seem like the players are now sort of firing on more cylinders. Not all cylinders, but more cylinders than they were. Certainly players like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes are looking hot again, after a little bit of a ropey start to the season. So it's good stuff. It's good vibes. It's good positivity at United going into these games. The lads are confident, even on the back of that Chelsea draw. It's still a clean sheet. And there was only one team that was winning that game, and that was United. We didn't in the end. Chelsea hung on, but there you go. That's how it goes. United are in a good run of form, man. And RB Leipzig should be very worried about coming to Old Trafford to face us tomorrow, because we are going to batter them, my friends. Alba Sassani, hello, bro. Rushmano, thank you so much. He says, smash a like for the pig. Okay, Rushmano says, Poch news, pig. No worries. We'll get onto some of the current events and news and stuff at the end of the video if there is any. But thank you so much for that, Rushmano. We're just going to this is just going to be solely like a preview of the game type thing, I think. We might cover a little bit of the news at the end, though. But thank you very much, Rushmano. You're absolute don amongst men. Fook Poch. Yeah, that's right. Fuck Poch, says the United way. Why does everybody always bang on about Pochettino, mate? Like he's some sort of idol. He's not. He's actually a bang average man. Anyway, notice I said man instead of manager. Anyway, sorry. Oh, Shazad Ahmed says Poch in talks with Zenit St. Petersburg. Who gives a shite? Anyway, thank you very much for that there, Shazad Ahmed. Thank you, everyone. Look, let's get back into the preview here. Manchester United will use more or less the same squad as Saturday's 0-0 draw with Chelsea for Wednesday's Champions League visit of Leipzig, said boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So he said there are a couple of doubts. It's understood that Edinson Cavani's available, Marcus Rashford's available, Bruno Fernandes is available. Cavani, he could start and make his first start, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think it's more likely we see him off the bench again. Tony Martial's obviously probably going to start the game for me up top. So we're getting to the team selection and prediction and stuff like that, what we think is going to happen now. Anthony Martial scored an own goal, of course, against PSG last time out in the Champions League. He could return. I think he's going to start the game, personally, and then we're going to have maybe seeing Cavani coming off the bench. But that's what Solskjaer said. He was quoted as saying more or less the same squad as Chelsea. Now, whether that's mind games, I don't know, because, look, he could quite easily come out and put out the 3-5-2 against him here, but we are at home. We are hopefully going to be on the front foot a little bit more so. So I do think that is a little bit unlikely. I think he probably will go with the 4-2-3-1 based on his comments and based on the fact we are at home. I expected him to go for that 3-5-2 based on how good it worked against Chelsea. In the end, I'm sort of glad he didn't, because Chelsea set up very negatively with their own 3 at the back system, and it would have just been even more boring potentially. Although, you could say that the wing backs would have maybe had some joy and stuff like that in that game against them, but you never know. Either way, Solskjaer said that. I think that's what we're going to go for. So I do think there's going to be a little bit of a change, though. I know he said more or less, but that's what I mean. It's obviously going to be different. If you look at the last couple of games that have been played by Fred and McTominay in the centre of the park there, they've had good games, but they've played a lot of minutes. They've obviously run a heck of a lot of the time as well. They've put in a great shift. So I think one of them, not both of them, but I think one of them may not start the next game. So here's my prediction, everybody. Get involved with your predicted lineups and who you would like to see going in there for Manchester United. Let's have a look. So we've got, what is going on with the lighting today? It makes me look like I've got obscene bags under my eyes, mate. I've got these lights too. I tell you what, I need to put this freaking down, man. I've got this light too high up. Hang on a sec. Let's freaking put this light down. Oh shit, not that far down. Okay, hang on. Oh, bollocks. That's right in my face. Whoa. That's a little bit too intense, man. Anyway. Anyway, the angle made me look like I had some proper big bags under my eyes there, guys, because it was like way too high up. Anyway, that looks shit, actually. What have I done? What have I done? It looks freaking shit. Oh, no. Let me sort this out. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. You don't get this on Sky Sports, do you? But anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, there's still bags, but at least it's not as obscene. The light was too high up. It was coming down on me, you see. Right, okay, let's crack on with it, lads and lads. Let's crack on with it. So the predicted lineup, I'm going to show you it right here, based on what Solskjaer has said, based on his recent comments and the fact that, he didn't play that 3-5-2 against Chelsea, which was proven against PSG. He could easily play it against RB Leipzig tomorrow, but I do have the feeling that he's just going to go with something a little bit more conventional for starting at home. More of an attacking look lineup, not to say that it won't be a defensive look to the side. But it's this anyway, folks. I don't know if you can see that on the right-hand side here, but I think this is what he's going to go for. I do think he's going to start Donny for the first bloody time in ages. I do think so. But let's have a look at the back line. This is what I think he's going to go with. Shaw, Lindelof and Maguire at the back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've melted the back line there a little bit. Sorry, you know what I've done. But anyway, I didn't mean to do that. I just put them in there. Anyway, Lindelof, Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Luke Shaw as the back line because Telles wasn't featured in the last game, which was a little bit strange. Maybe he picked up some sort of a knock. It was understood maybe he did. It was reported as maybe he did anyway, but we don't know. He might easily be playing in this game, but I've just got a feeling it's going to be Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't think Twanzebe is going to feature in this one because I think he is going to go 4-2-3-1. He could go 3-5-2. If so, I expect it to be Twanzebe, Luke Shaw, and maybe Maguire / Lindelof as the centre-back. But I don't think he's going to go 3-5-2-1 at home. In the middle, then, I've gone Fred and Donny. But look, that is not... I don't think that is even the right thing to do. I actually think Fred McTominay or Matic and Fred, or even like Matic and Pogba, or Fred and Pogba, or something like that. But Donny at the moment, look, he's struggling to get into the sides. I think maybe Solskjaer's going to give him an opportunity in this game to see what he can do. So I think he's going to start. That's what I'm. Oh, by the way, ignore all the shirt numbers as well. I've had a freaking mare there. These are not the right shirt numbers, obviously. It's just 1 to 11. So yeah, Donny and Fred in the centre of the park there. That's what I think he's going to go with, but I have no idea. in all honesty, what selection he's going to go with in midfield, because he's got so many different options to choose from. He's got Pogba, he's got, of course, Matic, McTominay, Fred, he's got Donny. So it's hard to predict. If you actually go in with what the recent form and recent selections would suggest, you would think that he will put McTominay and Fred in there at the same time again. But who knows? They have played a bunch of minutes recently, so we'll see. So I'm going with that. And then in front, it's the familiar look of Rashford, Bruno, and then I think he might even just play Juan Mata out on the right-hand side, you know, in this one. He could easily play Greenwood there, but I think he's been favouring Mata a little bit recently. Mata's been doing okay as well recently. I know the last game wasn't exactly the best, but before that, Mata was looking pretty good, even in that wide position. And then Tony Martial up top, coming back into it, scoring the goals, with Cavani potentially coming off the bench a bit later on, Greenwood potentially coming off the bench. We've got a lot of bench options, Pogba coming off the bench maybe. So look, that's it. I know it's hard to really predict it. But that's what I think he's going to go with. It really does depend on the formation. It really does depend on what's he going to do. I mean, it's unlikely to me that Donny starts, but I'm hoping that he's going to give him a chance. Anyway, so that's the team there, lads and lasses. What do you think about it? What is going on with this lighting, guys? It looks absolutely gash. Anyway, I'm not going to bother about it anymore. Hey, Joel and Ganga, how you doing there, mate? Hey, there's over 100 of you guys tuning in. Smash that thumbs up button and give me your thoughts and opinions on the lineup then. Who do you think's going to come in and who do you think's going to start? Vlogs with Mensley comments, hashtag no Maguire. You see, I wouldn't want Harry Maguire to really come in and start this game either. But it is expected that he probably will, because, you know, he's come into it and he's come back and he's looked okay in the last couple of games. I don't know. He looked good against Newcastle, didn't it? Turn it off, mate, says Alan T. I can't do that, then I'll just disappear into the darkness, my friend. I'll tell you what, though, it's too bloody... There you go. That's a bit better. I think it was just too close to me or something, guys. I don't know. Anywho, let's figure this out. So let's figure this out. What you guys think about who we're going to start? Do you think Donny's going to start? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Solskjaer will select Donny to start in this game. That's one of the biggest talking points, really, is Donny van der Beek. He hasn't been playing any football recently. It's a shame. He's been coming on and off the pitch. When he has been on the pitch, United have actually scored a bunch of goals. If you actually look at the stats, it's quite impressive. Like, whenever Donny's been on the pitch, he's actually had a good influence. Whether that's just luck or not, I don't know. James Bowring with the 1. G-Will says no, he doesn't think Donny's going to start. Nick Pendragon says yes. After 30 years, Scouse has stolen our title, says yes. Michael Cornforth says yes. Kayam says McTominay was in the presser, so he will start. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's interesting. It's an interesting idea you brought up there, and I think that there is a good chance that he goes with the same midfield, McTominay and Fred, because that's what his go-to midfield at the moment. The last 2 games, that's what he's gone for, because they're both mobile, they're both good going forward as well, reasonably good going forward, but they're also, importantly, both good defensively too, reasonably good defensively, you know? So that gives you something other than maybe what Donny can provide you, what Pogba can provide you, because they're more creative players. I'm not saying that Donny can't defend. I'm sure he can. I know Pogba can't defend to the degree that I want him to anyway. But I just think they're more creative players, so it's unlikely, really, that he puts in there. But I just think that Donny van der Beek's got to start a game sooner or later, and I think you might just chuck him in there in this one. It's just a hunch. Call it a hunch, but there you go. Cameron Ketch says no, he's not starting. Buttery Tortilla says no. Gideon Agay says yes. Vincent Bullock says no. Bloody hope so, Pig, says Clive Neal. Well, maybe that's it. I mean, I just want him to do it more than anything. I want to see a little bit more of Donny van der Beek. It's not like he can't defend either. Like, we just haven't seen enough of him to say so. When we saw him play against Aston Villa in the pre-season friendly, which that's all it was, we lost the game 1-0. You can't base much on that game. But he was playing very deep. He was sitting in front of the back line a lot, some of the time. He was even going back, dropping back into a back 5 at times in that game. Because, you know, when it called for it. So he was fully aware that he was playing a defensive role in that team, and he was sitting reasonably deep, and he was spraying the balls around like a deep lying playmaker with a mind on the defensive aspect of the game also, but also with a key for creation. He got himself forward a lot of the time as well and created in that game too, but ultimately his base position to start off with was that of a deep lying playmaker. So maybe you will see him in that formation, maybe you will see him in that position. It's like we saw Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Patrice Evra debating this at the weekend, and they were talking about Donny van der Beek. And Donny van der Beek, we didn't need Donny van der Beek, and we signed him, but we didn't really need him. And I can sort of understand what they're saying, but it definitely does help to have, obviously, great depth in there. He's a great player for the future as well, and somebody that can do something now for us. It never hurts to improve what you've got, and I think when you sign in a player like Donny van de Beek, that's exactly what it's doing. He probably will push somebody out of that team in the future. He's a great young player. He's 23. He's getting better. So he's got to work and get his way in there. He's been quoted recently as saying just that he's happy to, he's prepared to sort of reset and get himself into the United side. You know, he's got to fight and get himself into this massive club, basically. So don't worry about Donny van de Beek, whether he doesn't play or does play in this game. But I just hope that he does play in this one. But there's a good chance, as we've said, that it will be Scott McTominay and Fred starting in this game as well, because that's what Solskjaer's done in the last couple of games, and that's what's worked for us in that midfield. Like, they're both mobile, like I say, they can both get up and down, they're both good defensively, they're both good getting the ball and taking it forward, particularly Fred. Like, the amount of times Fred won the ball back over the last few games and just got forward and gave a good ball, or, you know, made himself a nuisance going forward. It was quite a lot, actually. So I was very impressed with Fred's recent displays. So I do want him to play. Mount Army says FIFA. Yep, we're going to be back with FIFA tonight at 11 p.m, everyone. Get involved with the FIFA streams. I'll be starting at 11 p.m, UK time. Bob 903047, he comments, I feel sorry for Donny. He did a lot for Ajax on their semi-final UCL run. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's still going to play. He's a young guy. He's got a lot of time. He's got time in his hands, guys. But he will be a little bit frustrated, as much as he might say otherwise or look otherwise. He will be frustrated with the start. United, he wants to get into this team and start playing. But you can see why Solskjaer hasn't selected him right now. If Bruno was injured, Donny is your man. Stick Donny in there if Bruno's injured. But if Bruno's not injured, he can't dislodge Bruno. And then in terms of a defensive-minded midfielder that you need in the big games, such as this one against Leipzig, or the one against PSG, or the one against Chelsea, is he really the right man to choose? The answer is probably not. When you've got players like McTominay, Fred, Matic, who are all probably better defensively. Now, I haven't seen enough of Donny from a defensive point of view in a defensive position to say that he's not as good as those guys, but I really do think that the other guys are probably better. That's why Solskjaer has selected those guys in those big crunch games where we need our midfielders to be mobile and to be defensive and strong. You know, so there you go. That's my take on it. I think Donny will hopefully play. I feel Solskjaer might chuck him in there, but if not, then it's going to be McTominay and Fred. I don't think Pogba will start. There's the team lineup if you're just getting in here. Actually, no, hang on, that's a different one. What's this one? This is an old one. What's this from? Anyway, never mind that one. That's a 3-5-2. That's not supposed to be up there. Wait, there you go. 4-2-3. 4-2-3-1. Shaw, Lindelof. Hopefully Tellers, but we don't, you know, it's unlikely with what happened, obviously missing the last game, but you never know. And there you go. That's it. You can see that, guys. Okay, we've all seen that. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for giving your thoughts and opinions here, everybody, on who should start. Robert Zerzi says the bench should be Henderson, Maguire, Matic or Fred, Mata, Pogba, Van der Beek, Greenwood and Rashford. Extra sub Dan James. That's too confusing my brain to be fair, mate. I can't work out who would your starting 11 be then. Clive Neal says Van der Beek has got to, or I'm going to cry. I hear you on that one. Oliver Chialek, how's it going, Oliver? Pedram Paragoni comments, I don't get the fuss about Van der Beek, to be honest. 5 games into the new season and a huge step for the lad. Give Ollie a break. Absolutely, it makes no sense at all, really, why everyone's making such a big fuss out of this. Like you say, we're 5 games in. He's a young lad. Solskjaer has to choose the best players that he can get the best of right now, that he has the faith in right now. You know, if Donny van der Beek's going in training and doing absolute bits, he's going to chuck him in there, trust me. But Solskjaer's got tough games to navigate that do require a certain type of player, and he's choosing that certain type of player, and I can't really criticise him for it. I just think that we do need to be patient with Donny, and I hope Donny does play. That's it. But I'm not pissed off with Solskjaer for not selecting him. Not at all, man, really. He's choosing... How can you be when he selected Fred and McTominay and they performed so well last few games? So, look, he's doing the right things. He's doing the right things, but there is maybe a time and a place for Donny to come in and do the bits. Gunshi's in the house. How are you doing there, Gunshi, lad? I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for stopping by here. Isn't it the middle of the night in there over in Taiwan, Gunshi? Can you not sleep, mate? I hope you're doing well anyway. Thank you very much for stopping by. Gunshi. J87HD says, hopefully no Dan James. Exactly, that's what I'm hoping for as well. Get rid of that Welsh wing wizard out of the starting 11. Now, not to say that he can't have a good future, not to say he can't be a good impact sub. That's all I'd use him for. Imagine how much pace he's got at the end of the games compared to some of the other players. He'd just come on and absolutely whip him to pieces with his blistering pace. You know what I mean? That's the idea anyway. The last 20 minutes of the game, bring him on. But I don't want to see him starting in games. He lacks the intelligence for me. I would actually rather have Massa, who's got no pace whatsoever in a wide position. At least he can get balls in. At least he can cut inside. At least he can thread things through. Than Dan James right now. And that is a problem for United's team, though. We don't have that proper winger. You could say that maybe Mason Greenwood will start, though Solskjaer has not favoured Mason Greenwood recently, maybe because of behaviour. We understand that he's been in a little bit of trouble at the club by being late and also with some other indiscretions that have been going on. Hashtag top shagger. So maybe he's just feeling a little bit of the wrath of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer right now in terms of trying to get him back on track. I don't know. But either way, I'm not convinced Greenwood's going to start tomorrow, even though he probably should at right wing if he's fit. Pat Owen comments, playing Donny on the wing would be so much better than James because he has so much more creativity in the final product of James. Interesting. So you'd actually play Donny on the wing. Well, that's interesting. Well, Mata's playing on the wing, so I can't really say that it's not worth a look. But at the same time, I don't think that would be Donny's best position based on what we've seen from him. But look at Mata. Mata's a player that plays centrally in the hole generally over the years, but for United he has played wide and he has been quite effective sometimes, but also he's been ineffective a lot of the time. Not as effective as through the middle. So to me, Donny, yes, I hear what you're saying, but I can't. Can you imagine that? That'd be very interesting to see. Dan Lake, I am playing FIFA tonight, but he absolutely will be on at 11 p.m. tonight. Set your alarms. Set your alarms. I've already set the stream up, actually, guys, so after this video is finished, go over there, set the reminder on it, and smash that like button on it as well. You bloody legends. Rachel Boswell, what's going on? Pat Owen, thank you. Charlotte Sims says, bala 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 bing. Edward Reed says, does anyone really have confidence in our coaching setup and Ollie? I think he just plays his faves, not players of quality. I just feel Ollie is not good enough. Edward Reed, I have super amounts of faith in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and our coaching team, mate. I mean, yes, we had a bad start to the season. Last season, he coached us to third, which was epic. Last few games of the season, we've done the number over Newcastle United. People were criticising the selection, but ultimately we won the game 4-1, and the only goal they scored was a freakish OG. We battered them, and then we played against PSG recently. People can criticise Ollie all they want in his tactics and the coaching staff. He could not got that game any more right. He could not have got that game any more right in terms of tactics, in terms of coaching, in terms of how the team was set up, how they were motivated, how they performed, how they were organised, the tactics, the formation, coming up against a really powerful side with lots of attacking talents like PSG. Solskjaer could not have got it any more right. So I don't really see the basis for that, really. I don't really understand why people don't think Solskjaer's got good tactical abilities. Last year, he beat Frank Lampard 3 times. He beat Jose. He beat Pep Guardiola. He shouldn't be in question. Not now. It shouldn't be in question. You can maybe say, oh, some of his selections and stuff like that are a bit questionable. But if you win the game 4-1 at the end of it, can you really say that? So give him a bloody chance. Anyway, the Vutinator comments, Gungshi, good luck tomorrow, mate. Gungshi, mate. What's going on, Gungshi? But either way, Gungshi, 4:27 a.m. here, pig, and I've got a hospital appointment in the morning. Oh, he says, I may be for Gungshi, mate. Everybody, please wish Gungshi well with his hospital appointment tomorrow, mate. I hope you're doing okay. 4:27 a.m. He's got a hospital appointment. Get some sleep, Gungshi, if you can, matey, unless you mean you've got it really early and you're staying up. Either way, Gungshi, mate, thank you so much for getting in here, and I hope you have a good appointment, mate. I hope it all goes well, and much love to you, Gungshi, over there in Taiwan, man. Absolute bloody legend. The Gunganator, Don Gungsha Leone, the consigliere of Taiwan. No, thank you so much, Gungshi. What's your prediction for the game tomorrow, mate? Are you going to be around for the game? Because it's on at 8 p.m, which is like middle of the night again there. You know, it's like 4:20, so, you know, it's going to be 4 a.m. So I don't know if you're going to be up for the game tomorrow, Gungshi, but if not, mate, if this is last time we see you for a little bit, obviously, then thank you so much for getting in here. Thank you so much for all the support. Let me go and check my PayPal then, you absolute gentleman. That's what you are, Gungshi. That's all I can say, mate. You're just a complete legend. Oh, Gungshi. Gungshi, thank you so much for sending the PayPal over there, man. You're an unbelievable legend. Really, really appreciate it. Let me see if there's a message to go along with this that I can read out. Thank you so much, Gungshi. Stick a love heart in the live chat for Gungshi, please. Here we go. He sent the PayPal. Here we go. And it says, hey, pig. I may be asleep when you're live, so I'm sending a cheeky donatione to help keep the pig's larder well stocked with chocolate and biscuits and Bakewell tarts and the like. Catch you and the Bacano Brigadio on the watch along if I missed the show tonight. Oh, okay, well, you answered my question there, Gungshi lad. So if you are going to be up for it, mate, see you for the watch along tomorrow against RB Leipzig. We're going to smash up the Germans in that one. But Gungshi, thank you so much, mate. I am going to stock the old larder up, mate, with chocolate, biscuits, and Bakewell tarts and the like. That sounds spot on. Not too shabby for Piggy. There you go. It was refusing to squeak, guys. It was refusing to squeak. Anyway, Gungshi, thank you so much for that, mate. What can I say about that? You're a top lad. Dude. Anyway, have a great hospital appointment, Gungshi. I know that sounds a little bit stupid, have a great hospital appointment, but you know what I mean. I hope the hospital appointment goes well, is what I'm saying. Look at all those love hearts coming in there for Gungshi. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, we've hit over 100 likes. About 150 of you legends watching. Thank you all for joining me for the preview tonight. It's not going to be the longest video. I'll probably stay around for about another 20 minutes or so. Get into a little bit more information I've got here and also go into your comment section a little bit more. So thank you so much to you all for stopping by and getting in here. The United Way comments, Ollie out, Ollie hater / outer after Tottenham. Ollie has no tactics. Ollie then beats Newcastle, then PSG, and clean sheet against Chelsea. The Ollie outers make sense. I know, it is a little bit worrying, isn't it? All managers lose games. Fergie got beaten 6-1 by City. Would you say that he didn't have a clue about tactics? You know what I mean? It's kind of silly. Everybody has a bad run of form. We started the season badly. We will get back on track. I do believe that. I feel like we will get back on track and he's done a good job. Gungshi says, hope to be up for the watch along pig. Legend, Gungshi. Well, if you are, see you then. If not, we'll see you very, very soon. And thank you so much for that, mate. Lambro Sharamis, how are you doing? He says, good luck with the match, pig. Thank you so much, Lambro Sharamis, mate. Really appreciate that one. Thomas Dunn's in here. Edward Reed, Gungshi, Johnny Gallagher, Evangelist Kipes, William. Hello. Charlotte Sims says, Man City scored when I farted. Oh, no. Try not to fart again, then. Okay, hang on. Let's get on. Let's get on with this then. So, Manchester United won't be able to stay at the Lowry ahead of the tomorrow night's game against RB Leipzig. Tomorrow night's game as RB Leipzig have booked to stay there. Maybe a chance for Upamecano to familiarise himself with the hotel before he's possibly put in there next year. This is from Samuel Luckhurst. So that's quite interesting. So Man United won't be able to stay at the Lowry Hotel ahead of tomorrow night's game as RB Leipzig have booked to stay there. Maybe a chance for Upamecano to familiarise himself with the hotel. Interesting. As I say, Manchester United are undefeated in the last 10 home games against German teams, stretching all the way back to 2001 when we lost against Bayern Munich 1-0. So that is a pretty strong record that's intact there. Hopefully that stays in place. Right, also, one last thing I want to get into. I'll just see what Matt Rush actually sent over to me because he's a legend who always sends me these updates and stuff throughout the show. So thank you so much for that, Matty Rushmeister. And yes, look at that. Mauricio Pochettino is in talks over becoming Zenit St. Petersburg's new manager. Pochettino guided Spurs to top 4 finish in 4 of his 5 seasons, including runners-up in 2016-17 in the Champions League final. Yeah, but he never won anything though, did he? Anyway, get in there, my son. Please go and manage Zenit St. Petersburg, Pochettino. So all this speculation linking us to this complete melter who's never won a goddamn thing ends. That's what I want to see. Pochettino, you're a fast lad. Hey, thank you so much for that, Matty the Rushmeister. So that's interesting about Pochettino there. Finally then, RB Leipzig boss Julian Nagelsmann, 33, very young manager, guiding his team to a Champions League semi-final last season, where they lost to 2021 Group H rivals PSG. That 3-0 defeat was their last loss in all competitions. So that was their last loss in all competitions, was last season in the Champions League semi-final. They've obviously been in great form since then. He says, Solskjaer said, we look at every single game as a chance to get 3 points. In the group stage, we have 4 teams, and you would think that 10 points would get you through. So to get 10 points as quickly as we can is our aim, and our focus now is on getting 3 points tomorrow night. Alex Telles, who made his debut at left-back against PSG last week, and 22-year-old defender Axel Twanzebe could feature after impressive performances against the League One leaders. But like I say, Telles wasn't in the game against Chelsea. Maybe that's because he was just resting him after having that first game against PSG. And maybe you will see Telles in the team tomorrow. But that's the one position that I've put, there's a little bit of a question mark right now. I've got Shaw there at the moment, but that could easily be Alex Telles. Axel Twanzebe could also feature, but it's unlikely if he goes for the 4-2-3-1. If he goes for a 3-5-2, which I don't think he will at home, then I'd expect to see Twanzebe on that right side of centre-back spot. But if not, then I do think it's going to be Maguire and Lindelof. Tried and tested gash. Unfortunately, but I do think that's what he's going to go for. Eric Bailly and Jesse Lingard are the only players who will definitely not feature for Solskjaer's side due to injury. RB Leipzig, who won their first Group H match beating Istanbul, Başakşehir 2-0. They've never faced Manchester United before. So this is actually the first game that we've ever played against RB Leipzig, because obviously they're not that old of a club. I think they were established in like the 90s or something, you know, I don't know. Manchester City loanee Angelino scored both of their goals to open his team's account in their third season in the Champions League. So when they beat them, Angelino on loan from Man City scored. What are Man United's chances of qualifying? So this is just a little bit of data analysis, which is on BBC. I just thought it was a bit of fun here. But they've given Manchester United 84% of progress into the knockout stages of the Champions League. Simon Gleave, head of sports analysis at Nielsen's Grace Note, said Manchester United's surprise win in Paris has made the Red Devils big favourites to progress from Group H. United's chance of playing in the last 16 improved from 51% to 84%, according to the Euro Club Index, leaving PSG and RB Leipzig theoretically battling it out for second. But United, to retain this favouritism, they must avoid slipping up in this week's home match against RB Leipzig. Actually, so that doesn't really mean jack shit. But anyway, there you go. So that's basically the preview, guys. I think we're going to beat them 2-0. I'm going for that. Bruno Fernandes and Martial with the goals. Get your predictions in if you have not done so already. I'm going for the lineup to be this sort of looking lineup. Maybe you could put Fred and McTominay in the middle there again, you know, quite easily. Maybe Alex Telles left back. And to be fair, it could be a completely different formation. It could be like a 3-5-2 again. But realistically, I think he's, based on what Solskjaer said, he said it's not going to be too dissimilar to what you saw against Chelsea. Then I'm thinking he's going to go with something like that. So there we have it, guys. Get your thoughts and opinions in now then, lads and lasses. We'll stick around for a little bit longer and have a bit of a back and forth Q&A time. So let me know what you guys think about the prospects of winning the game. Frank Tough Guy Tefano says, do you know Riley Reid? Everybody knows Riley Reid, Frank. Come on. Anyway, after 30 years, Scousers stole our title, says, Ollie just needs to win the league. Jason Dower says, well, there is a lovely Premier Inn across the road from Old Trafford. Nice one, Jason Dower, lad. Well, there you go then. Edward Reed, I don't mean to appear negative lots, but I'm super frustrated. Does anyone think our coaching setup and manager would get a job in another Prem team? Absolutely. To be fair with you, I don't even think you legitimately mean what you're saying. You're probably a Liverpool fan if you're speaking like that. Dan Lake says 2-1 to United. Nice one, Dan Lake. Thank you very much for getting in here. In Ollie We Trust says, after 30 years, Scousers stole our title. Thank you so much. Why am I sensing the negativity in here? What is with the negativity on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stuff? Hey, Rajon, how's it going? Stephen United. Hey, Becky Hope. Hello. Raja Ibrahim as well. Fred the Red 73. He says, but could two of the RB staff be heading to United if Ole gets sacked? Manager and Upamecano. Well, Upamecano certainly is a player that United will be interested in the future. Nagelsmann is a good young manager that some people have touted as being a potential replacement for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So you've got some good basis for what you're saying there, mate. Mr. Big Hugh Johnson says, how out of control is your bush pig? Do you manscape? You've got to do a little bit of manscaping in the current modern era, my friend. It's 2020. You've got to manscape, my friends. Definitely. That goes for all the men as well. You know, the ladies, they definitely got to be ladiescaping. Do you know what I mean? This ain't the 70s anymore, peeps. So, there you go. Lucy Galbraith says, Gungshi, no, natural's fine, whatever, if you're into that. I'm just not. Lucy Galbraith says, Gungshi, come on, if you're going to say that. He also got Cardiff relegated. I'm Ollie in. But come on, that's a pub league. Hang on a sec. Yeah, we're not talking about Cardiff. We're talking about what he's done at Manchester United, you know. And we're not talking about Molde either. He won the league with Molde. You know, okay, say what you want about that. Sir Alex Ferguson had only won the Scottish League with Aberdeen. Okay, and he'd won the UEFA Cup as well with Aberdeen before United got the job, which is a bit more impressive, to be fair. But even so, that's still a Farmers League. Actually, back then, to win it and dislodge somebody like Celtic or Rangers from winning it was the first time I think it happened in like 30 years. But that's actually the same thing that happened with Solskjaer and Molde. With Molde, they hadn't won the league for many years before Solskjaer did it with them. I don't consider that an achievement. I don't consider the Cardiff sacking as a blot on his career. In fact, it's good that he had the experience of that. But you know what? The only experience really counts is the experience of him managing at United. And he has shown in the short time, and that's what it is, remember it's still a short time that he has been the coach of Manchester United, that he does have good tactical abilities. He does have good abilities to bring in the sorts of players that we need and change a philosophy and bring that philosophy back to United from the olden days, the Fergie days. He was obviously under Sir Alex Ferguson. He obviously had he's got the backing of Fergie now. He's got him in his ear even now. That is invaluable. Solskjaer knows the club, loves the club, all that good stuff. Does that mean he's the right man for the job? No. You also have to be able to manage. You also have to be able to get the best out of the players. Do you tell me that PSG game that the players were lacking any sort of heart or any fight for Ollie? They were all battling their hearts out for the shirt. They were battling their hearts out for Ollie. So he doesn't have any, there's no questions with me, with the togetherness of the squad. I think everybody is fully pulling for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the club. And if you ask me, his adaptability and his coaching and what he's shown over the last 18 months or so, or 2 years, whatever you want to say, it's actually been very, very good. Like, he's developed a lot of the players that were struggling under Jose Mourinho. Matic was a different man. Fred, totally different man under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Luke Shaw, you know, the list goes on. So many players that he has turned around from the edge of collapse and actually turned them into great players again. And he deserves a lot of credit for that, and as do the coaching staff. And then if you look at some of the tactical games that we've seen from him, whether it's that game against PSG recently, whether it's some of the big games last season against the likes of City and Chelsea and these guys, he's shown great tactical abilities in certain games. Now, has he also made mistakes in a bunch of games? Yes, he's going to do that. He's an inexperienced manager who's learning and adapting on the job. That's what he has to do. And so if he's ever going to get to that point where he's going to be a top-class manager, he's going to have to learn and adapt and make a shitload more errors. Trust me, there will be more bad results along the way this season. We're not going to go invincible. That's what people expect, mate. That's what people expect. It's ridiculous. Like, the fans, we could win the next 5 games in a row and lose a game, and then some people will be saying Ollie out again. It's that ridiculous, you know. It's that ridiculous. So I don't even entertain it. I think Solskjaer's shown good tactical abilities. He's shown good coaching. He's shown good man management. And recently he's started to show a little bit more progressive in-game management as well. Keep the faith in Ollie, guys. He's still learning. He's still learning, yes. Is he the most experienced manager for the job? No. Is he the worst manager for the job? No. Is he the best manager for the job? Maybe. Maybe, because we've tried Mourinho, we've tried Louis, we tried some big names. They didn't work out either. They didn't get the club. They didn't get the philosophy of the club. Solskjaer understands we need to attack. Solskjaer understands eventually we're going to have to get the players in and play like a swashbuckling attacking type of football. And he's done that a lot of the time over the previous years. Everyone just looks upon the negative games like that Chelsea one. Nobody remembers that we smashed up Newcastle and smashed 4 past them and then beat PSG. They all say, oh, we drew 0-0 at Chelsea at home. What a shit result. What terrible tactics. They don't consider that Lampard set up Chelsea to be completely nullifying melts and destroy the spectacle of football that it's supposed to be. So that's how I look at it, guys. Can we just get a bit of hashtag Ollie in, please? Can we just get a hashtag Ollie in going in the live chat, please? Because this is freaking annoying. Come on, everyone. Get that hashtag Ollie in the go. Anyway. Yes, Jonathan Gallagher says, we tried experienced managers and they failed. John Hanratty, how are you doing? He says, hi, Pig, how's your day going on? Not too bad, mate. Haven't been up that long, again, to be perfectly honest with you. But we're getting there, my friend. You know, with the body clock slowly getting back to normal. I went to bed a little bit earlier last night, got up a little bit earlier today. Been up since about 4 p.m. today, guys, so that's good. Adam Asker says, give Ollie the chance to make our club great again. Exactly, he needs the time and the chance. I don't care what happens this season. I want to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the manager until the end of the season at least. Then we will judge him. But by the end of the season, I bet you he's done something good. Whether it's win us a good cup, whether it's have a good Champions League run, whether it's finish top 4, I bet you he has done something good. Thank you, Kota Worth says, Ollie in. Get in there, everyone, with those Ollie ins. We love to see that. Bob 903047, thank you so much. Dennis Johnson says, same shot. Different day. Ollie in for me. Absolutely, Dennis Johnson. It is the old same old shit, isn't it? People keep saying the same old malarkey. I don't know what it is. In my opinion, guys, now, you can say this is just ignorant of me and I'm not willing to listen to other people's opinions and all that sort of stuff, and fair enough. Fair enough, but I've got strong opinions on this. I actually think if you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves to be sacked now, then you're not a real fan of Manchester United. Because if you were a real fan of United, you would understand that the philosophy of United is different to that of other clubs. We shouldn't be a sacking club. We shouldn't be a Chelsea or a City or one of these scum clubs. We're a different club. We are a traditional club. We have stalwart managers at our club. People like Busby, people like Sir Alex. And Sir Alex and Busby, those guys, they had to start off somewhere first too. You know what I mean? They weren't just those epic managers with that epic CV overnight. They had to build it up and do it too. Am I saying Solskjaer can ever be a Sir Alex Ferguson? No, nobody ever will be. Nobody ever will be. It's preposterous to think that there'll be that level of success in that time span again, ever. Any football club in the English Premier League, to be honest, for one manager. So no, but look, how can you really look at the United and say, yeah, we should just sack Ollie and go and get Poch? Really? If that really is what you think, then I think you need to have a look at yourself. That's what I think. I think maybe you started supporting Manchester United in 2019. That's what I think, personally. Because the whole ethos of this football club should be that completely different of what a lot of these meltbags are saying. You know, if you're one of these twats on social media, if you're one of these knobs on YouTube that are just spamming this Ollie out agenda, then are you just trying to get clicks and generate clicks from Liverpool fans? And Chelsea fans and Man City fans who are laughing at your football club? Or do you actually think that? Because if you do actually think that, then I just don't see how you can think that, guys. How can you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves to be sacked now? It's ridiculous. We finished third last season. He got us to 3 semis. For fuck's sake, guys. He was dealing up and mopping up after Jose Mourinho's complete shit show. He spent hundreds of millions and was one of the biggest names in world football. And look what he did. Give Solskjaer a chance. He finished third with a team that should have finished fifth. Given the backing, which he hasn't got in this window yet again, by the way, and he'd have probably started this season much better. Much better. But he didn't get that backing, and the same problems are still there. The back line is ropey. So look, there you go. Solskjaer's up against it. He hasn't got all the tools to do the job, in my opinion, but still, he'll do a reasonable job. That's what I think. Anyway, okay, sorry about that. Look, that's going to piss some peeps off. I know if you're already out, whatever. I'll just question your validity as a Man United fan. I kind of take it back, but at the same time, I kind of don't. AR Dan comments, if sacking would have been an option, it should have been done before his season started. We have to go with him all the way. No more sacking managers mid-season. Absolutely, my friend. You've got to stick with them to the end of the season. Absolutely. That Jose sacking in the middle of the season, you know, I mean, it had got to the point where it was maybe necessary because everything has just soured so much. Like, he had made it publicly known that it was not what he wanted in the summer transfer window, and I can understand that, actually, to be fair, but otherwise it's like Louis van Gaal. You know, Louis van Gaal won the FA Cup, and then we sacked him. That's how it should be, really. You shouldn't. Well, actually, no, we should have not sacked him the very next freaking day. But either way, we should have said, you know, you need to make the decision at the end of the season, not mid-season. I don't like that, never will. Ollie needs until the end of the season to prove what he can do. If you were basing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's season last season on what he's done at this time of the year, then you'd have sacked him last year, wouldn't you? Yeah, all the Ollie outs, they'd have sacked him last year because he was doing shit. But if you did sack him, then United would not have finished third. So not sacking him last year meant that he went on, he got this United side performing, he signed Bruno in January, which changed our season, really. And then we went on a massive run and we finished third. And so if you'd have sacked him last season, United would have probably finished 8th and have Pochettino as manager right now. We'd probably still be doing shit. So, you know, come on, guys. Just keep the faith in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is what I'm saying. Yes, Dan Lake says, at least give Ollie the season. He will show you all. Yes, Big Hugh Johnson. Thank you, lad. J Wesley 7 says, Ollie will get the sack, though, because he played Dan James against Chelsea and get subbed off in the 50 minutes. So what's the point in playing him? Should have just played the same team that played PSG. Jay Wesley, you see, this is what's funny. Everybody's an expert with hindsight, mate, you know. Fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion. Everybody is. I'm not saying that you're not an expert. Maybe you are, but but if Dan James scores in that game, then what are you saying? He still definitely should have selected him. How does he know, really, that Dan James is going to go out there and have such a shit game of football? You all criticised him starting Maguire against Newcastle. So did I. I'm not beyond this. I'm just a fan just like you, Jay Wesley, so I'm not having a go, mate. I'm just simply saying, look at Maguire. He scored a header. He almost scored another one. He bossed the game, really. And after the game, everyone's like, yeah, Ollie did the right thing selecting Maguire. But at the start of the game, You think, what the fuck's he doing selecting him who made those shocking errors in the previous game, and we're going to have a nightmare. But he didn't. So if Dan James goes on and scores a goal in that game and has a good game, you're not going to be saying what you just said there. And I know that's the whole point. But hindsight is a wonderful thing, my friend. But although I do actually agree with you, though, Jay Wesley, mate, Dan James is shit, mate. Why was he starting him against Chelsea, mate? Only got a social shat the bed on that one. He did, though. Like, what was he doing? Dan James shouldn't be a starter. He should be a sub. So I do agree with you on that one. Hopefully Solskjaer realises that now, though. You know what I mean? He's trying things out. There's certain fitness issues. No, fair play to you, Wesley. You're right, mate. Dan James should be starting these games. Sean O'Riordan, hello, mate. He says, hi, Pig. Hope you're safe and well. Who hired Solskjaer? The Ollie Out Brigade should focus on who have him in the job in the first place if they want to have a gripe. It's the owners we should go for. Fair play to Sean O'Riordan. That's another great point. If they'd have backed him in this window again, imagine if we'd have had Upper Meccano at the back to start with this season. Maybe we'd have had, whoever, Thomas Partey at Arsenal or another defensive midfielder. Imagine if we'd also added Sancho or a right winger to the lineup. Would we be playing Dan James? I don't think we would. That's another great point. So yeah, you're right, Sean. It's all about the owners. It's all about Woodward as well. They're the root cause of all the problems at United, really. G-Will says, Ollie will do well this season. He just needs a little luck go his way. But Saka, as he has got a clear vision of what he needs to stay, of course. And Ollie will do well for us. Thank you very much, G-Will, for that, mate. I agree with you. Nice one, Lucy Galbraith. Jason Dower. What's going on, Jason Dower? He says 3 games without conceding a goal by the opposition. They were 2 really unlucky own goals. So that's not too shabby. I feel like the confidence and fitness is growing. Things are looking up. Absolutely, that match sharpness is coming back. That belief's coming back. That confidence to actually go out there and beat teams, good teams, is coming back. You can see that with the recent performances. James says, Ollie thinks James is better than Donny. Donny's not a winger, though, is he? Donny is not a winger. He might be able to play there, but he's not a winger. So I don't really understand why everyone keeps saying Donny should be playing on the wing. That makes no sense to me. You know? Might as well play Bruno on the wing there. Can he do a good job? Yes, but is it his best position? No. So I don't really get that. Jamie Gretton says, Slabhead will start tomorrow, Pigs. Yes, I think you're right. Big Hugh Johnson says, the owners indeed. Lee Cameron says, Dan James gives us width where Rashford doesn't because Rashford ain't a winger. I'd rather Martial on the left, also James tracks back. I mean, look, the thing is with Daniel James is he's got his strengths like anybody else. His strengths are he's quick, he can take a man on. He's got weaknesses, though. His vision is terrible. He can't really, his final product's poor. He just runs into trouble and he doesn't really have the intelligence to stop and he doesn't have that awareness of space. You can see that when he plays. He doesn't have a spatial awareness like, oh, I need to stop running now because I'm going to run into 3 defenders. You know what I mean? He just carries on running. He is the definition of a headless chicken. Does he have his uses? Absolutely. I think as an impact substitute would be a great time to see him. Nice one. Viable Solution says, Ollie isn't the problem, the board is the problem. We can't have any manager, but if he doesn't have the ammunition, we can have any manager, but if he doesn't have the ammunition, we'll be screwed anyway. Great point. Gungshi comments, should start Donny or Mason and have Dan on the bench. Totally agree with you, Gungshi. I mean, look, I would rather do that. I don't know if Greenwood's going to play. See, ideally, I'll put the team up again. Ideally, what I'd like to see in this team here is on the right there, instead of Mata, which is who I think he is actually going to play, which is not my ideal scenario for a winger at all. But he's been playing him a bit recently and looks all right. I'm going to say would be Greenwood on the right. Of course, Greenwood's the best option we got there. He's a goal threat. He's quick. He's got great vision. He's got great ability to find a pass and all that sort of stuff. He's a creator and a goal scorer. So I definitely have Greenwood there. But I don't think he's going to play him right now from the start just because of what happened. I think he will maybe come off the bench. We'll see. Thank you for that, Gungshi. Rennie365 says, do you think Twanzy will start tomorrow? I actually don't. So here's the lineup that I think is going to be here. I think he's going to play Lindelof and Maguire at the back. But anyway, you know, I don't know. 125 likes we've got on the video, lads and lasses. Get in there, my son. Smash that thumbs up button, everyone, if you haven't hit that like button on the video yet. If you're just getting in here, let's see if we can get 150 likes on the preview. That would be epic. Tony Richway says, Fabinho is injured. Wow, more issues for Liverpool from a rival point. I love it. Get in there, my son. I know you shouldn't wish injuries on any other players, but get in there, my son, man. Let's see how good Klopp and Liverpool are now they've got Virgil van Dijk out the back of their team. Injured for 8 months. And Twatinho injured now. James says, Mata is not a winger. I agree with you, mate, but Solskjaer plays him there, doesn't he? And to be fair, last couple of games, Solskjaer played Mata on the wide positions. He's actually done pretty damn well. So we can say what we want about him not being a winger. He's definitely not a traditional winger. He's definitely not somebody who's going to take it down the byline, beat a defender and whip it in. He's not that type of winger at all. But just somebody who's a pass master, somebody who can deliver the balls in, somebody who's there also for set pieces, somebody who's there also for, for creativity, cutting inside, allowing the wing back to overlap. He's not the worst option. I just think that's what Solskjaer's going to go with. Is that what I want? No. I would want Greenwood starting on the pitch. But I do think he's going to start Mata. I agree with you, Edward Reed. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. I don't know why we've not done that. Play Martial on the right, put Cavani up front. Yeah, Martial or Rashford on the right. They can switch and overlap, whatever suits whoever best. And then have Cavani up top. I agree with you, mate. That is our strongest looking lineup up front. Martial has been a great winger for Manchester United. You could even argue that Martial's a better winger than he is a striker. What do you think, guys? Let's have a little vote on that. Just write, actually, we'll go numbers. What do you think Martial's a better winger, stick a 1, or a better striker, stick a 2? Because if you're actually thinking about what he's achieved at those positions, I think he was more dangerous. He was better running at people, taking people on and creating in a wide position than he has been at striker. I'm not saying he's not done well at number 9, but how many goals has he scored last season? 17? It's tough to say. James Barker thinks striker, Haidira thinks striker, Viable thinks striker, Kota says winger, Jason says winger. It's very split in the live chat here. Jonathan says striker, Jamie Gretton says winger, Haidira striker. Yeah, I mean, look, Kayam says 69 dudes. I mean, look, to be fair, he's done a good job at striker. I'm not saying he's not a great number 9. I just don't think he's a natural number 9. I don't think he's natural in that position, probably because he's not naturally been played there by Manchester United for many years. So he has been played on the wide positions, usually left wing, if we're being honest, sometimes up top there, but it's only since Solskjaer's come in, it's only since he's been given that number 9 shirt, he's really had that role. I think he's getting better, though. I think he's definitely starting to perform in that position more regularly for us. But even this season, again, you could argue with some of the performances being very questionable from Anthony Martial in this campaign already. Towards the end of last season, though, I have to say, Tony was running the show up top there for us. So I do have faith in him at number 9. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not a good number 9. I just think he's maybe a better winger than he is a number 9 right now. Lucy says winger. Thank you, Lucy. Salim says winger. James says it's not all about the goals. That's true, yeah. No, you're spot on. It's not all about the goals. But for my number 9, for my Manchester United number 9, he's got to be getting more than 17 league goals a season. He has to be, even if he's not all about the goals. I know what you're saying, though. Roberto Firmino at Liverpool, we know he's not that sort of blistering goal scorer either. And Martial's like a mobile striker. He's not an out-and-out finisher. He's somebody that's going to get about. He's somebody that's going to take it wide. He's somebody that's going to create. So I hear you. It's a different type of player, but he's still got to be doing better than 17 league goals for United. Thank you very much for that, Ryan Burr. It's been 9 now. He says, smash a like on it for the pig. Thank you so much. Dennis Johnson says 2 all day. Nice one, Dennis Johnson. Quite interesting. Yeah, quite a split little topic there. I like it. I'm not saying he's not good at number 9, though. I really do think that he's got the potential to go on and be that 25 to 30 goal a season striker for us. But he's not there yet. He's still adapting. He's still learning. He's still playing his trade there, really. He's been used to playing on those wings for United for years. It's not going to happen overnight. Tony Richway says, it's a shame Ronaldo won't be available to play against Messi tomorrow. Oh, is he not available to play against Messi? Are you kidding? Oh, man. What? I was well looking forward to that. Jason Dower says, if you compare him to natural, not really, because it's on the same time as United game, you know what I mean? If you compare him to naturally strikers like Vardy, he doesn't really stack up. But I think he makes more of an impact on the wing. Yeah, that's sort of my thinking, Jason Dower. I think naturally, he's not an out-and-out goal scorer, naturally. Like, if you look at Mason Greenwood, I know this is kind of ironic, because actually Mason Greenwood's been playing on the wings as well recently. But I just look at him, and I think he possesses more of the ability in front of goal to be a natural-born finisher. He's got that natural ability to get that half a yard and get a shot off. He's got that natural ability with both feet. He's got that natural ability just to find the back of the net. And also his movement and stuff is just way more natural in that position. Now, we haven't really seen him in that position much, but you know what I mean. Kota says, how many goals you reckon Cavani will score, Pig? I think he'll get a good sort of 10 to 15 this season for us. 10 to 15 in all competitions. Now, I don't think he's going to play as much as people make out, though. I still think Martial's going to be the main man up there. I still think Greenwood, once he's back into stop being a melter and stop being late and stuff and gets his attitude correct, I think he's going to play more than Cavani too. I still think everyone's going to play more than Cavani, but Cavani's there to come off the bench. Cavani's there to give us something else. Cavani's there to cover for injuries, etc. So I think 15 goals would be a great return from Cavani for United this season. Hey Dero Official, mate, what's going on? He comments, I do used to remember when Martial used to run at players and skill them up. Pig, you ain't wrong. Yeah, those were my great memories on the wing when he's playing on the left and he's just running at people and skinning them. So yeah, I feel you. But look, not to say he can't do it at number 9 long term. Samuel Ingram says, Flying Pig, Manchester United lack a winger like Leslie Sharp. Why Lee Sharp of all people? Lee Sharp. What about Giggsy? Who obviously, you know, got Sharpie out of the team, really. Dan Nate comments, if Ollie gets top 4 this season, do you think the board will back him properly in the transfer market? Yes and no. They should do, but will they? No, I mean, they should have backed him last season for getting us top 4. They should have backed him this summer, just gone, for getting us top 4. If you really want to kick us on, we should have addressed the centre-back problem, and we should have got maybe Jadon Sancho. That was Ollie's number 1 priority. We didn't get him, so we didn't back the manager. Will they back him again? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not to the extent that we all think that he should, because this is the Glazers on our board and the shithouses that we're talking about here. Lucy Gilbert says, if Martial plays on the left, where does Rashford play? Please don't say centre forward. Well, no, I mean, it would have to be on the other wing, wouldn't it? It would have to be on the other wing. I know we have seen Rashford play centre forward once already this season. I don't like that. I think he's much better using that pace running at defenders. Left wing, to me, is absolutely spot on for Rashford. I think that's the best position we've seen him in. So I'm saying Martial could play at right wing or a variation of the two. Now, am I saying that's what we're going to do? No. But I would kind of like to see Cavani up top with Martial and Rashford either side. But Greenwood, to me, is the best right-wing choice right now. He won't play tomorrow, though, I don't think, from the start. And I don't think Cavani will play from the start. But yeah, we'll see. Tony Richway, nice one, dude. James Barker says, I think with the right players behind him, he plays very well as a striker. Yeah, I mean, he bossed a lot of the games. And what you have to say about Martial's, his second half of the season was so much better than his first half of the season. You could argue that's down to him adapting to the role as that proper first season at number 9. You could also say we got Bruno into the side. The creativity, the service was better from the second half of the season. So that is also a factor. He did way better in the second half of the season than he did the first half of the season. Jay Wesley says, let's go back to Dan James. When he plays, he offers us nothing, and I don't see what he's done to get into the team, but don't want Ollie to get the sack. But it has, yeah, I mean, I don't understand the Dan James selection as well. I know that I said that earlier to Wesley. I was just sort of playing devil's advocate a little bit there, mate. I agree. Dan James shouldn't be starting. I hope Ollie sees that now. If Dan James starts against Leipzig, you've got to question it, don't you? Because you can only see so many bad performances and say he doesn't deserve to start. And if he keeps selecting them, there is a problem there. Especially if he continues to not perform. So it's one thing like we were talking about when he selects Maguire at the back. If Maguire scores a header and almost scores another one and influences the game positively and generally doesn't put a foot wrong, you have to credit Ollie. But at the same time, you have to discredit Ollie when he selects Dan James, who he knows is shit, and he plays shit. So yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree. Dan James shouldn't be starting anyway. Edward Reed says, I do think in Europe, Cavani could be a good number 9. Yes, definitely, mate. That's the thing. In Europe, maybe Social would go for that. I think he will favour him in Europe, actually, a little bit. But I just don't think he's going to start in this game tomorrow because Cavani's still just getting back up to speed. And I don't know, maybe. Martial's obviously had a bit of a suspension recently. So in terms of chomping at the bit, wanting to play, he's obviously going to want to play. Cota Worth, mate, thank you so much for the super chat here, buddy. £2 super chat there, my man. He comments and says, FIFA stream tonight, Pig. Love the stream, Chieftain. Thank you so much for that, Cota Worth, mate. Shout out to you in the Bacon Brigade. Really appreciate you. And yes, definitely, mate. 11 p.m, so about 2 hours' time. Crikey, is that the time already? Shit, man. 2 hours' time, we will be coming back to do some FIFA at 11 p.m. UK time. Eddie O2, how's it going? He says, hey, guys, excited for United tomorrow. Really want to see some good footy. Get in there, Eddie O2. Yeah, me too. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's going to be a lot more open than that game against Chelsea. I think Leipzig are going to try and come here and beat us, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I don't really know how they're going to set up, but I do think they're going to be a lot more expansive and attacking than Chelsea were. So it should make for a good game. Pider comments, McTominay and Van der Beek are at the same age group, 23, but has McTominay reached a potential or has he stalled? Well, last season, I definitely think he didn't have a good season, really. I was looking at his season last season overall at the end of season review that I did, and I graded every single player's season. I gave McTominay a D. I thought, yes, he'd done all right sometimes. There was that goal against City, but overall, he just didn't make an impact in the season. But this season already, he's made an impact in a couple of games and been pretty good. So I don't think we've seen the best of McTominay. He's not hit his potential yet. No, he's not hit the ceiling yet. He's still getting better. I think Donny the same. 23, still young. See what he's like in 3 or 4 years' time. He could be an absolute beast. These next few years are very important in terms of the formative years of developing that top-class player. And we'll see if they can do that, both those guys. I'm dubious of McTominay. I don't think he's ever going to be top tier. But yeah, I like the way he plays. I think he's got a great attitude. I think he wears his heart on his sleeve for United. He battles out there for us. So I love him. I think he's a proper United player. But yeah, he's not going to be one of the world's best, I don't think. Donny, on the other hand, you know, he's got some potential there. He could potentially be, in 4 or 5 years' time, he could be, you know, that Bruno for us or something like that. That Bruno Fernandes type player for us. So we'll see. Antoine Okango, how's it going, Antoine? Mr. Ipswich Town, he says, yo, homie, love the pig sound. Thank you so much, Mr. Ipswich Town. Appreciate it. Kieran Coleman, Dan James only starts for his pace. Absolutely. He shouldn't be starting, though, should he? He should just be coming off the bench. OP Dragon, how's it going? Dan James is a good squad player, but I don't think he's a first 11 player. Absolutely. I would still want him to be in the squad. I would, because I think at the end of games, in certain games, it's a really great idea to bring somebody on. Give you a different option who can just take that ball forward. And if you play Dan James down the left or the right, and he's got a bit of space, crikey, he can get into that space better than anybody, really, because he's just so rapid. So he does give you something, but he should not be playing against big games, starting any game, in my opinion, right now. He should be an impact substitute, and that's it. Nice one. Patrick Naranjan, mate, how's it going? Hey, there's a bunch more of you legends tuning in. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on the live stream, everybody. Nearly 200 of you watching. Thank you so much for joining me for the preview. We'll be wrapping it up soon. I just want to show you guys something, actually, really quickly, very quickly. So we got a little bit of merch coming, right? Now, you've seen the mugs. You've seen some mugs, and we've got a little bit of merch. It's not that exciting. There's not that many of them, but we've bought a little bit of a semi-bulk lot of stuff here, which I have found, which I've sourced, and I have bought in bulk, right? And so we've got a little product which I'm going to show you here, lads and lasses. A cheeky little flying pig hat. Now, okay, look at this flying pig hat. It is different from this flying pig hat. It's not the same as this flying pig hat. But let me show you. We've got 2 different colours here, guys, which are going to go on sale soon. There's this one here, which is pretty fetching, I must say. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Pretty fetching, I must say. Yeah. So, pretty nice hat we got there. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Yep. And then we've also got the Glazers out. We've got the Glazers out. Green and gold, my friends. Now, oh, damn it, the green screen. You're not really going to be able to see it properly because... because of the green screen. But yes, this is... Well, it's actually it's dark green. I'll get a picture of it on the website anyway. But check this out, guys. We've got some hats. Gumsy says, I want mine signed and sneezed on by the pig. You what, Gumsy? You what? But anyway, guys, looks warm. Exactly, winter's coming. Winter is coming. So if anybody wants these, plus these ones have got a clip at the bottom, guys. You can clip it around your face to keep you even warmer. Or you can just cut the clip off. It's entirely up to you. Eddie Otu says, those are real cool, Pigo. Great choice of hat for this weather. Thank you so much, Eddie Otu. That's right, matey. They're going to be available soon. There's literally a very limited run of them, guys. Very limited. People keep asking me for them. Where can I buy one of those hats? And so I'm going to sell you one of those hats for not very much money. There you go. Cotenwell says, I want my hat stubbed out with Sig Burns, lol. Look, we could do some requests. You know, if Gungshi wants one sneezed on, I'll sneeze on it. You know what I mean? If you want one with a Siggy burn on it, we can make that happen. Do you know what I mean? Kevin Hayes says, love this channel. Thank you so much. AR Dan says, will you ship outside the UK? I will, mate. Basically, I'll just have it'll just be a standard price. I think I'm going to make them about £10, to be fair. I don't want to make too much money on it. Do you know what I mean? It's just really a tiny little promotion for the fans, really. Do you know what I mean? So it's not going to be a lot of money. You'll just have to pay your own postage on top of that. So whether or not you live in, you know, the Faroe Islands or wherever, just whatever that postage would be. So we'll get it set up on the website so you can choose what your postage will be. But it'll just be standard, you know, UK shipping. It's very light thing. But anyway, what do you guys think about them? Do you like them? Bal Ray says, hey Pig, enjoying a beer. Get in there, Bal Ray. Hey, Kelly Clough, what's going on? Says, hello P, hello Mr. P, and all you legends. You what, mate, says OP Dragon. Could you eat your truffles out of it? Potentially, Edward Reed. You could, yeah. You could use it as a bowl. Douse with old Rosie, says Gungshi. Oh, no. Johannes Bugger says, Nagelsmann after Ollie. No, I don't even want to talk about any who's coming after Ollie, to be honest with you. Flying Pig, do you think CONMEBOL is corrupted in favour of Brazil? I don't really know, Battenster HD. If it's anything like all the other, you know, different governing bodies around the world, I'd say it probably is corrupt, yes. Bailey Oaks, how's it going? Nice, thank you so much. Rush Minus says postage is £39.50, Pig. Yeah, it's £5 for the hat and £40 for the postage, guys. No, we're only joking. We'll figure it out. It'll probably be, if you're in the UK, it'll probably just simply be £1 or £2, a couple of pounds for postage. And if you're outside the UK, I'd imagine it's going to be max like a £5 or something like that. So yeah, if you want them, you can get them. But then they're not available yet. They'll be available soon. But I think they're pretty sick, man. Look, I'll put one on. I'll tell you what, though. It's not really going to look that good because, I'll be honest with you, I've got a lot of hair and it's a little bit small. This one fits better, to be honest. But, oh, by the way, apologies for the shit hair when I take this off as well. Right, let me put this on. Oh, wait, let's get it lined up. Let's get it lined up. It does fit fine, actually. It's just my hair. I've got a bit of a man bun at the back. But what do you reckon, guys? And then you can even just clip this one here, look. If you want. But that looks shit, doesn't it, with the clip? But there we have it, lads and lasses. Get in there, my son. Those are the new hats that we've got coming. Yes, Pig, hat off, says Bobby Reds. Looking top-notch, Pig, says Rushmano. Sash Meat Shreshfar says, what did I miss? Actually, it looks better, bro, says Jason Dower. You what? Don't give me that. The classic hat's classic, though. Wait a sec. Let me get this one up. My hair's shocking, guys. I apologise. This is the green and gold one. The glazes out version. But this one, you can't really see the true colours of it because of the green screen I've got on the go. But this one, oh, hang on. Also, that needs to, yeah. You can't see it because, but anyway, those are the hats, guys. Gabriel Lopez says, hats looking good, my dude. Thank you, Gabriel. Ian Barron as well, mate. Thank you so much, dude. He says, the VOG, thanks, and job is good. Great to hear, Ian Barron, lad. Good to know. The pre-op carrot says, you should do QVC. Yes, mate. I should just get like a you know, drape a chain over my wrist. Do you know what I mean? Johannes Bugger, thank you. Gungshi says, looks good, Pig. Thank you, Gungers, lad. But this one just feels, this one's shaped. These are all new and stiff. Well, they're not stiff, but you know what I mean. These are new, and this one is moulded to the shape of my big melon head over the years. So this one just feels like home, to be honest with you. That hat is a proper pussy magnet, says Coterworth. That's it, mate. We're going to get you some, all some, yeah, anyway. Gabriel Lopez says, hat's looking good, my dude. Thank you. Hats off to you, Pig. Thank you, Bernie. Looking good, Pig, says Berber. Guys, I'm loving that. I'm glad you enjoy the hats anyway. Thank you so much. We're going to be selling them soon. Not for a lot of money. It's just really a little tiny promotion to say thank you. It's not this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. You know what I mean? There will be a very limited run. And when I say limited, I mean there's going to be about 20 of them available because I didn't want to buy shitloads in case I couldn't sell them and I was stuck with a whole box of hats. Do you know what I mean? So we've got 20 of them. 10 of each. There you go. So it's going to be very exclusive. And I will sign, well, I won't, there's nowhere to really sign on it, but I will send you something along with it from me personally, just to say thank you as well. But anyway, I am streaming tonight at 11 PM. In fact, I better go and end this stream right now. Sorry, guys, I've been rambling here. Get the rifey to trim that mop, Pig, says Viable Solutions. Great shout, I will do. Winter is coming, says Dennis Johnson's. Two Sharp Metal says, can you stitch glazes out on them? No, but you can. That's a great idea. And also, Eddie says, I can see them green, mate. Get your emblem on them, mate. Yeah, that's another thing we could do, but I'd have to put the prices up and all that stuff as well. You know what I mean? Is YouTube your full-time job, says Johannes? It is now. Yeah, it is now. I started doing it full-time in March, mate, when there was all this lockdown shit happened. And we've got a great community of legends on there here that support what I do and support this channel. And, you know, we'd make a bit from ad revenue and stuff, but realistically, you know, it's down to you legends who actually support this channel. So thank you so much, everyone that helps this channel and believes in this channel enough to do so. Thank you so much. Smoke Mo says hat merch. You know it, mate. We got two. I'm just going to show everybody who's just got in here again. We got two hats coming. Two hats coming at this stage. This is what they look like. This one is the red classic. You know, it's pretty freaking good. And this one is the green glazes out, green and gold one with a bit of red on. But you can't really see it because of the green screen, guys. Sorry. But yeah, they're pretty sick. They're pretty sick. Ian Barron says, maybe a scarf next. Great shout. Great shout, Ian Barron. Plus, also, one thing that you will know from this, if anybody who does buy this, this isn't just shit from some Amazon service depot. It's actually been the pig going to the post office and posting you this package. Do you know what I mean? And risking Corona. Kelly, thank you so much, Kelly Clough. Really appreciate that. She says, wait, where's your comment gone? Oh, she says, those hats are nice. Thank you, Kelly Clough. Paul Clayton, great to see you, Black, you legend, mate. How are you doing? G-Wolf United, pig is feeling stiff. Edward Reese says, you will easily sell 100 to 500. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Schmoke Mo says, I'll buy all 20. Don't do that, Schmoke Mo. Don't do that. We want one apiece for everyone. We want 20 people to have one apiece. To be fair, if they sell out like that, I will get some more. But that's not the idea. The point is just to give you a flying pig hat if you want one. Because there's a lot of people that ask for one. Bal Ray says, I'll get 20 right now. Kayam says, I want one with piece of pig's hair on. Well, to be fair, I've stuck 2 of them on. So there might actually be, all the rest won't be worn though, but somebody's going to get a used one. Oh my God. Kayam says, I want one with a piece of pig's hair on. The shipping fee to Nepal would be 10 times more than that. Oh, that is a shame, Sashimi Shrestha. Well, you never know. What I'm going to do is put all the services up there on the website, and it will just auto-select what your cost will be. So you might, I don't know. OP Dragon, thank you. Exclusive, you say. Absolutely. See you for FIFA later, says Dan Lake. See you later. I'm gonna wrap this stream up now, everybody, because we're rambling on. But I just wanted to show you the new merch and say thank you for everybody that's asked me for one, and I got them just to try it out. And if people like them, if you know, then we'll get a few more. But thank you very, very much for that, guys. And Joe Hans Booger, Becky Hope says, hey, I'll be back making a cup of tea. We'll be finished by the time you're back, Becky. But thank you so much, Becky, for getting in here. Have a great one. Kumba Machini as well says, today is my birthday. Please wish me a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kumba Machini, my friend. Happy birthday. Have a great birthday. Everyone stick a birthday cake emoji in there for Kumba. Kumbaya Machini. Happy birthday. Kumbaya Machini. Anyway, Rushmana with a super sticker that says, wow, oh, wow. Dude, thank you so much for that super sticker, Rushmana, you legend. Edward Reese says, I'd for sure take 2 here. Getting cold in Vancouver now. Excellent. But do the hats count as an essential purchase in these stream times? Maybe. Edward Reed, though, yeah, definitely. You know, Canada's not going to be an issue. Bailey Oaks says, everyone loves the pig. Thank you, Bailey Oaks. Jonathan Gallagher, Burbersman, Rushmano, Stephen United, see you later. The pre-op characters might be worth thinking about branching out to thongs next. I like it. I'm thinking about bringing a pig kini. Like a mankini, but a pig kini. You know what I mean? With a bit of a snout on it. The pouch is a snout. It's called a pig kini. What do you reckon? Anyway, Shashmeet Shrestha, thank you so much. The Vutinator, Paul Clayton, Gabriel Lopez, Eddie O2, Rushmano, Viable Solutions, Kirsten Gray, Sashmeet Shrestha, Brummy Reg, Jim Joe Bobley, Faye Rizal, Balray. No plans for undies yet, Faye, but you never know. One day, we might be able to get this piggy face right on your groin there. That sounded messed up. That's not what I meant. You know what I mean. Paul Clayton, Jara Shemat says, Man United might go to the semi-finals. Vincent Bullock with those birthday cakes. Get in there. Pig Keeney says, Edward Reed. Viable Solution says, Pig, have you only one Man United jersey? It's the same on every stream, mate. Mate, have you only watched one of my streams? I've got loads of Man United jerseys, dude. But I'm going to let you off because you must be new. Maybe I just worn the same one the last couple of streams. That's the kind of guy I am. Vincent Bullock says it would be funny if Borat was wearing it. It really would. Eddie, have a good one. Kirsty Gray, Gungshi. See you for the watch it on tomorrow. Yeah, everybody come and join us for the channel tomorrow night about 7:45 or 7:50. We'll be getting going. in the evening. Thank you, Roshmano, Kenny Clough, Johnny Gallagher, Abhinav Ketapal, Zara Semhat, Gungshi, Paul Clayton, Coterworth, exclusive, Bubbaspin 9, Man United, Real Madrid losing 2-0, Gettinson, Bailey Oaks, Eddie O2, Shazad, Edward Reed, Balray, The Vutilator, Abhinav Ketapal, and OP Dragon. That's going to be it. Is that a green screen? It's Fukunepa. It is a green screen, mate. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for asking. Can you see Giggsy behind me? No, you can't. He's behind the chair. Whatever. Giggsy's just sat in the middle there. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for getting in here. I'm glad you like the background. Dennis Johnson, have a great night. OP Dragon, Viable Solutions. That's it. Thank you. Please do us a favour, though. Come back after this stream is finished. Come back and get into the not live comment section. Let me know your score predictions in the not live comments. Also, get your starting 11s in the not live comments after this, and also just anything else we discussed. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great evening. Gabriel Lopez, Kirsten Gray, Kai Bake as well. Kai Bake, he says you need a sidekick for this show. Are you suggesting it would be you? Maybe. Let's do it. I'll get you on the next one, Kai. I'm just saying. Maybe. You never know one day. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a great evening. I'll see you at 11 p.m. That's only an hour and a half away, just over that, for the FIFA show. So whoever can't sleep, Gungsha, I hope you have a great hospital appointment, mate. Or you know what I mean. I hope a hospital appointment goes well. And thank you so much for getting in here tonight and supporting me as always, you Don. Have a great day, Gungshi. And if you are around for the watch along, see you tomorrow for that. Tropic Quiz by Bernie the Bolt. Thank you, guys. Paul Clayton, Rush Mono, that's it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a bloody good one. Take it easy. This is the Pig. We're going to smash up RB Leipzig 2-0 tomorrow. I stake my reputation on it. Actually, I don't. But we're going to smash them up to pieces. That's right. Come on, United. Come on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Get one over on Nagelsmann. You'd love to see it. See you then. I'll see you for the watch along. Have a great evening. See you for FIFA in not very long at 11 p.m. This is the Pig. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Antoine Okango says, Nightman. Hey, Tox Cole, you legend as well. Thank you, buddy. He says, Nightman. Thank you for lurking in here and watching these streams like you do, you absolute Don. The Vutinator, Kirsten Gray. Off work Saturday and Sunday. I'll bring your scout report for Ultimate Team and my score prediction 3-1 to Man U. Get in there, Kirsten Gray. Good stuff. I hope your working week's going well, though. Thank you for getting in here when you can. Gungshi, OP Dragon, the Vutinator, everyone. Hey, this is just the post-match credits here. Just to say thank you so much to all the legends that support this channel, either on Patreon or by being channel members on YouTube. Tier 2 channel members and above appear on this list. So thank you to all the guys that do that and support this channel in that way. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. And we do need to update this list. Actually, there's 1 or 2 people that need to be taken off this list, actually. You know, because we've got to keep up to date. Otherwise, that's the point. And there's also a bunch of people that need to be added to this list as well. That I'm going to do that in the next hour and a half. So you'll see on the evening video on the FIFA stream at the end of it, it's going to have an updated one on there. So sorry if you're not on this list just yet, but I want to just say thank you so much to everyone that does support the channel, and you will be on there very, very soon, I promise you. Anyway, guys, thank you, all the people on this list. Have a great day, everyone. Antoine, Gungshi, The Vutinator, Dan Lake, Schmokemo, OP Dragon, Viable Solutions, Tox Cole, all getting in at the end. Kirsten Gray, exclusive The Vutinator, Antoine, everyone, Balray, Rushmano, Bernie the Bolt. This is the Pig. See you later. Take it easy.